The August Visa Bulletin is here. What can we expect for the month of August and for the rest of the year and going forward into the year 2025 in terms of the ever important Visa Bulletin? My name is Emily Sumner. This is Live at Lunch, where we come to you live every Tuesday at noon with immigration information relating to employment-based and family-based matters. So today's discussion is on the August Visa Bulletin and what we can expect going forward. Let's focus first on the family-based Visa Bulletin, and I am going to look at my notes to make sure I am giving you all correct information. As you may have seen already on the August Visa Bulletin, so again, this is the Visa Bulletin for next month. Today is July 23rd. So remember that you can't rely on any information, any priority dates or anything until August. That is, if your priority date is not current until August, you can't file until then. But in August for family-based filings, first of all, if you are filing an application, an I-45 here in the United States, you can use the dates for filing chart for the family-based classifications. The F2A dates for worldwide have moved up significantly from November 1st, 2023 to June 15th, 2024. In addition, final action dates from Mexico for F2B have moved up from July 8th, 2004, to July 15th, 2004. The filing dates worldwide have moved up for F3, have moved 3 months. The F4 filing dates from Mexico have moved up 2 days. So you see a lot of variance in the amount of forward movement that we're seeing for different classifications. Remember, when you're reading the Visa Bulletin, you have to make sure that you're looking at the correct Visa Bulletin, family-based versus employment-based. Make sure that you are paying attention to which table is relevant, the dates for filing versus the final action dates, and make sure you're looking at the right square in the Visa Bulletin. It can be really complicated, and we are here to help. But when I say make sure you're looking at the right square, I mean you want to make sure that you're looking at the column that's relevant for your country of birth. Make sure you're looking at the correct category, whether it's employment-based or family-based, and then look at that priority date to see what is current, what might be current in the coming months. So again, we saw significant movement in F2A filing dates worldwide, some movement in other categories. For employment-based, if you are filing here in the United States, you have to use the final action date chart. In EB2, the final action date moved a month from June 15th, 2012 to July 15th, 2012. A month sounds like maybe not a lot, but it is for that particular category. That is significant. Forward movement. So we're excited about that. EB 2012. So there is forward movement. The good news is there is not any retrogression in the August Visa Bulletin. The information that the kind of potentially not good news is the Department of State, which is the agency that collects the data and puts together the Visa Bulletin every month. Department of State is saying that we should expect some tightening and potentially even retrogression for the rest of this fiscal year. When I say fiscal year, the fiscal year for USCIS and Department of State ends on September 30th. The new fiscal year will begin October 1st. So we have just one more month in after August of this fiscal year in terms of the Visa Bulletin. So they're saying in September, we may see retrogression or we may not see as much forward movement as we have seen in August. So a question that I frequently get from clients, which is a valid question, is what's going to happen going forward, especially with all of the political changes in the United States, the election coming up. People want to know how or whether that will affect the Visa Bulletin. So a couple of things to keep in mind. One is, as I said, the new fiscal year starts October 1st. Nobody can predict, not even anybody in the Department of State can predict with 100% certainty what the priority dates are going to be come October 1st. We will have the October Visa Bulletin in mid-September, and everybody will know, we'll have an idea then, but nobody can predict with 100% accuracy. In general, the priority dates do move up. In general, the priority dates are better towards the beginning of the fiscal year, which, as I said, begins October 1st. So hope is right around the corner in terms of advancing priority dates, the question is how much, and if at all. It really depends on the usage of green cards between now and that time. So hope is around the corner with October 1st being right around the corner. The other question, as I said, that clients have, and it's a reasonable question, is what's going to happen with the availability of green cards and the visa bulletin? How quickly will it move or not move starting in 2025 when the United States has a new president in office, regardless of who is elected? That's a valid question. However, in general, the visa bulletin does not, the movement of priority dates is not influenced in general by the particular person or administration that is in office. Certainly, they could implement policies that could affect the usage of green cards indirectly, but the president and the executive administration, the president's administration, does not have the ability to change the usage of green cards. That's all dictated by statute as far as the number of green cards that are permitted, the way that the green cards are allocated, the calculations that they use, the way that unused green cards trickle down. All of that is done by statute and regulation, not by the president. So at least initially, I don't anticipate that there would be a big change. Again, we don't know exactly how quickly the green cards or the priority dates are going to move or not move, but it's really tied more to visa usage. When I say visa usage, I mean the number of green cards that are taken up rather than who is in the White House. So I hope that that information is helpful. Make sure if you are thinking of filing for a green card, make sure that you're either that you are eligible to file. For example, immediate relatives are generally, for family-based cases, are generally able to file right away, but make sure you're eligible to file and make sure that your priority is current according to the correct chart. It is so confusing to read the visa bulletin. And like I said, we are here to help. I know of immigration attorneys who have confusion about the visa bulletin because it is so confusing. But that's why we have jobs. That's why we're here to help you. So if you have questions about the visa bulletin, please contact us. We are here to help you walk through the green card application process, whether that's an employment-based case, a family-based case, whether you're filing from overseas or filing from here in the United States. We are here to help you navigate this really complex and honestly, a lot of times stressful process and hopefully make it less stressful for you. So I hope that you have found this information helpful. If so, make sure you share this video with a friend or colleague and make sure that you follow us so you don't miss next week's episode. Until then, my name is Emily Sumner with Sumner Immigration Law. We serve clients throughout the United States, all over Virginia, throughout the United States and around the world with employment-based and family-based immigration matters. Until next time.